Hello everyone. Now the next topic we are going to start in Unit 5 is polymorphism. Now what is polymorphism? We have already started implementing one thing in many forms. The name itself indicates poly means many, morphs means forms. Now in C++ we have two types of polymorphism. One is your compile time, also known as early binding or static binding. The other one is runtime, also known as late binding or dynamic binding. With compile time polymorphism, you are already aware that it is achieved with the help of function overloading and operator overloading. Now let's have a quick revision. What was function overloading and what was operator overloading? Now function overloading is same name function but different signatures. Now these signatures differ in number of arguments, type of arguments and order of arguments. Remember, based on your return type, overloading never happens. Means your return type has no effect on function overloading. Now what is the advantage of function overloading? The programmer doesn't have to remember different names. For example, I want to calculate area. What I want to do is I want to calculate area based on different return types. Now I want to calculate area of a rectangle and I want to calculate area of a square. Now if you see here, two data members of int type, two data members of float type I have taken. Now here also same name function, here also same name function. Now passing the values from main function, abca object created. Now both our member functions need to be invoked with the help of object. Now 2 and 3 are passed to, now both are integers, so which function will be called? This one. Now assigning the values to data members and calculating the area. In the second function, r dot area, now if I have to put, because by default the values are treated as double, if you remember we have discussed this thing. Now 5.8 and 6.77 I have passed. Now this is I am calculating area of triangle. 0.5 into c into d. What is the formula for calculating area of triangle? Half into base into height. So it is returning a value. So I have written here cout statement. Now if I execute this code, see here it is telling me the area of rectangle and area of triangle. The next I am going to discuss is for the operator overloading. Now for operator overloading, I have done here the overloading of prefix unary increment operator, means plus plus a. Now what was operator overloading? Why? What is the requirement for operator overloading? So that I can use operators directly on my objects. Now if you see here, class abc created, taken a variable a, this is my default constructor. Get data function I have taken, in which I am passing the value, and display function. Now this is a function which is going to get overloaded. Now void operator, which operator to be overloaded and what operation has to be performed. abca a dot get data, value 2 is passed. Now directly I can write plus plus a instead of writing a dot operator plus plus. How compiler is making the call a dot operator plus plus, but actually what you are writing plus plus a. Okay, it is basically for the easiness of the programmer again. And after that, a dot display. Now if I execute this program, see here what I have passed, the value 2. What is the answer? 3. So basically this thing, that when the call has to be done to the function is decided at, and which function has to be called is decided at compile time. So both function overloading and operator overloading comes under compile time polymorphism. Now the next type is runtime polymorphism. This thing I'll discuss in the next video, because before understanding runtime polymorphism, it must be clear to you what is pointed to base and pointed to derived classes. Thank you.